Hello and welcome back. I'm Felicia. I feel like I haven't introduced myself in a hot minute since doing these daily videos. Today's day 10, which is kind of crazy. Yesterday's rain energetically just like healed something within me. Like, I swear, today feels so different. And maybe it's also because I truly just let myself go there, go to the dark and feel it and let it move on. I don't know. I'm feeling really good today. um, and yeah, it's definitely, everything's cooled down, which is nice. I will take feeling a little cold in my house over uh, hot, like stuffy. It was just so stuffy. Like, even with all the fans, it just felt like no air was circulating or moving. Windows open, fans on. Like, it was crazy. But today's a lot cooler, so you can always bundle up. You can't, it's harder to take off. So, I don't know. Yeah, last night's rain felt cleansing in a lot of ways. And I'm glad it cooled everything down and just, yeah, it was almost like it gave me the comfort that I've been seeking all week with the AC out. So that just felt really nice. And yeah, I really haven't had, like, I think it is getting to that point in the daily videos where you're like, do I really like have more to say? And then you keep proving to yourself that you do. And I mean, a lot of it too is I am in this vortex still where I am doing the kitchen sink audios, which is a lot of similar topics to what I've been talking about, but I've been intentional about obviously making them different because the members obviously paid to be in that group. And I wouldn't just want to regurgitate the information or anything like that. So I've been really intentional about that. So really, I've been doing like two different, really potent activational thoughts every single day since starting YouTube. Like, I don't know, I could have waited to start these dailies until after I was done with the kitchen sink audio, but it just felt right and I just kept posting. And now I'm like, well, okay, I guess I'm here. And the kitchen sink series will end in about a week and a half now. So I know I can just like stick through that and continue to open up to myself that I have just more to say throughout. And yeah, so today I kind of felt like, I don't know, I guess it's a really good time to introduce myself. Like I said on the start of the call, I feel like I haven't on the start of the call. This is a video. um, anyway, I haven't really properly introduced myself. And then also, on top of not introducing myself at all, like specifically, I haven't reintroduced myself since things have been shifting and changing over here. So I feel like today is the good opportunity to do that. So hi, I am Felicia. I live on a farm, on a little bit of acreage in the woods, and it's basically my dream house. And I really want to start a flower farm this year. I've been working, I mean, everything's still just seedlings. There's not much more to show than I have shown in videos in the past. But this field right behind us in front of the studio building will be the flower field, whenever everything can go into the ground, which for us is typically after Derby Day. So waiting for that. And I have chickens, and yeah, I just kind of live this farm life. And I started here on YouTube doing vlogs, which I still really love vlogs in general. but I've always loved chatting. I've always just loved just sitting down and talking, you know, and like thinking about stuff and like really trying to dig around different perspectives and um, all that kind of stuff. I just love chatting and doing it in more so a targeted way towards creativity, dream life sort of scenarios, like actually putting in the work towards your dream life. Mainly because that has been my um downfall. Like my biggest lesson, I guess, is um actually doing the work and figuring out what actually doing the work means, because I feel like online it can be so vague. And of course, in some flavors, it's always a little vague because someone can't speak directly to you unless they're working one on one with you, of course. But in a sense, like, I don't know, there have been creators for me that have really specified a lot of things that and like super activated me, like truly after watching their content I feel like going and doing something. So I was thinking more and more about that, just because I am a Pisces and have stayed in that dream world for like such a long time. And then recently my progressed sun moved into Aries. And so I can truly deeply feel that of like just the more go, 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 the more starting energy. Like I'm just ready to do things and do them messy and show up fully. And like that's the phase you're catching me in now if you're watching this video. And if you've been on the journey up until now, like you've seen my vlogs, you've seen like I love my hobbies in my life, and like all of this is for that. It's just that those I feel like at the moment at least, like I could literally change my mind tomorrow, but for the moment just aren't making their way onto the camera because yeah, it almost feels like I'm working for them and to just experience them rather than, I guess, capturing them, capturing everything that I do. And just, I don't know, really getting to a place where I'm enjoying that a lot off of I mean, I was already enjoying all those things off camera, even throughout my YouTube journey, even before YouTube and stuff, but kind of remembering that and remembering just like how I feel experiencing something and not how I feel, I guess, creating something, but still really wanting to create and trying to figure out where that fits into my life. And also feeling like my creative energy is ramping up so much. And noticing and clocking how powerful daily action is. And yeah, that's kind of the season you're catching me in. So back in March, I started a daily writing thing where I was just basically doing stream of conscious journaling about like, okay, what do I need to do? What blocks do I need to get through to get to this next phase? And just committing to one daily thing, which was the writing, was really, really helpful and really revealed a lot in like how little self-trust I had, and how little, yeah, just like all these dreams that felt so paralyzing because I just never trusted myself to actually do the work for them because, you know, Pisces can stay in that delusion of things just happening and coming naturally. And especially, yeah, it's almost like this paradox of like waiting for a sign that it's the right thing, but not doing anything until you see the sign. But if it doesn't succeed, you feel like you don't have the sign or the message. And really, you still have to do the work. And like, you know, detachment from the result doesn't mean you don't do the work. Is what Aries, my progressed sun in Aries is showing me. And on top of that, I am entering my Saturn return in Aries as well. So it's just a lot of like more go, go, go energy. And then my North Node is very like more organized and daily action and like all that stuff. So it's all just combining. And that's kind of the phase of life you're catching me in. So yeah, I just want to show up and post daily and share so that I can like live my dream life. But this is my dream, is the thing, is like I I think I just spent so much time thinking that what I truly wanted to do was just separate from what I was currently experiencing. And whenever you get to a point where it's like, no, what you're currently experiencing is the dream, is the fulfillment, is like you watching you show up every day and like appreciating yourself for that and actually just doing the dang thing no matter what the results say, that is the dream for me right now. And so it does really just feel like showing up is is the most important spot, even if like not every day is a banger. I know I've said that before. Sorry, my cat's moving the tripod, but um, yeah, like it's not that it's not Miss Kitty. It's not that it's not bad. It's just seeing yourself in that 20% and still posting anyway. And I think when more people do this, it's going to open up everybody's ability to see themselves in 20% and be okay with it and accept it and not lessen their self-value and self-worth and self-love and acceptance, which is what we're all after. Like not lessen it because of those 20% days. And if there's more people out in the world who are okay with less than 100% from themselves, the world's just going to be a better place. There's going to be more art. There's going to be more, yeah, there's going to be more art. There's going to be deeper connections. There's going to be more people like getting it and freeing themselves from the trap of thinking that they're any less valuable because of their output or not being 100% every single day. And I feel like that is what my mission is becoming, is just allowing someone to go from and proving through my own experience that the delete day is what I used to call it whenever I thought way less of myself and just needed to lay in bed until the feeling passed and just completely self-abandoned until I felt worthy of love and acceptance and value. To go from those delete days to fully accepting those days, not having them anymore, and because of that, not feeling chronically like frozen in time, and that the big dreams that you can really feel in your heart and your soul can happen. Like they can actually come into fruition. And it goes from you not trusting yourself and always feeling like everything's outside of you to just this inevitable path. And you get to see yourself every day on the journey in the path. And maybe you don't exactly know where you'll end up. Like I literally have no idea what these daily videos could do for me. I have some idea because I've seen other people do daily videos and their level of success just in general, but also just how they feel in their perspective of life and in their body, how much self-trust they have, like all that stuff, but then also their outwardly success of numbers and money and like all that stuff is also shared and interesting. So there's that level of it. And then there's also I do kind of know, like, I guess what could happen, but I know that my story isn't an exact reflection of their story. They are the ones that have like opened the door to me knowing it's possible for me to do it, I guess. But I don't actually know what's going to happen, and I don't even have the specific vision for the first time. I don't have like a very pinpointed vision. So I think overall, this is what is actually going to lead to whatever it is I feel I've been after, because it's actually that I'm not after anything. It's that I'm after this feeling every single day and showing up every single day and continuing to prove to myself that I have the capacity for it. Because I mean, I know I've been talking about capacity and building and like all this stuff. I think I've had videos like building the capacity for your big dreams like earlier this year. Maybe that was like my first 2026 video. And really, the only way that you can actually build it is by just doing it. um, so that's the phase I'm in, is just the doing it phase. And I feel like you like keep coming up to these walls. There's actually I really love 21 Pilots, and there's this song lyric. I think it's the song title is called Shy Away, but the lyric is, you manifest a ceiling when you shy away. And I think you keep coming up to those manifested ceilings that you've had before. Like, oh, I could never post a daily video. I can barely post a weekly video. But then, like me, you're like, well, I'm going to try to post 2 times a week. We'll see how that is. And you do it. And you get to the point where you don't have a video for Friday, and you wake up and you're just like, oh, I guess I could literally just film, lightly edit, and press record. And then it's like, oh, if I can create one video in one day, then couldn't I create a video every day? And then you start posting 3 videos a week, and I think I only did that 1 week, and then I sneakily was like, I'm just gonna post Friday, I'll do Saturday, I'll do Sunday. Guess I'm on day 4, now I'm on day 6, now I'm on day 10, and I'm like, committed. I'm committed, I'm here. I think I'm at least going to attempt for 30 days, but it'd be cool to do longer. But anyway, you manifest the ceiling when you shy away. So at some point, it was like the ceiling was once a week. And there were times that I would try to do more. And yeah, I would shy away. So of course, I was just proving to myself that I couldn't do more. And I mean, the same goes for so many things in life. Like, how you do one thing is how you do everything. I saw that in my cooking. I saw that in my gardening. I saw, like, as soon as you think that this is it, then that's it. That was my cat. Um, so stop shying away is where I'm at. Stop manifesting the ceiling because you shy away. It's a great song if you want to listen to it. But yeah, I just keep proving to myself. And like, yeah, I know not every video is going to be so put together and concise and there's parts of me that really want it to be. And I'm sure so many people would argue, like, oh, it's better to have like less videos and the quality to be up. But I think we really stop ourselves by fixating on quality a lot, actually. Like, I mean, it really depends on what kind of artist you are and what you do. But even for writing and stuff, like, I can't, like, I don't know, the quality is just going to improve if I actually show up every day. You know? The quality, what even is quality? I think spending any amount of time with me and my thoughts and my showing up is quality time, even if it's not, here's your little bullet point, here's your little whatever, you know? And since I feel that way, I think I don't know, there's part of me that's still battling that out a little bit, maybe, of like what's quality. Is the fixation on quality stopping us from just creating and letting it be bad? It's okay to be bad. It's okay for not everyone to get it. It's okay to, yeah, it's okay to not be good. I feel like we're so obsessed with being grand that we actually don't let ourselves just play and be okay not being so grand all the time. And that's just like where life is. That's where life exists, is in the non-grand, kind of boring, mundane moments. Like, there is no shortcuts. There's the one boring thing 1,000 times. That'll get you further than looking for 1,000 shortcuts to your dreams. Just do the one thing you know how to do 1,000 times. um, so that's kind of where I'm at today, and yeah, I'm glad it cooled down. I'm trying to think. Yeah, that's me. That's my reintroduction and why I'm here, why I'm doing daily. If you if you've been subscribed to me and you're like, why is she suddenly posting daily? This is why. I'm doing the one thing 1,000 times. Well, not 1,000, but I mean, we'll see whatever happens. But I'm doing the one thing I know how to do rather than, one, trying to find any shortcuts, two, manifesting the ceiling by thinking, sorry, my cat's hair is going everywhere. Manifesting the ceiling by thinking I can only do X, Y, and Z at any given time. Just continuing to prove myself that I can do more, and I do have the capacity to do more. And it can be really good. And yeah, that's why I'm here. That's why I'm showing up. And I only hope that it can help encourage you to show up in whatever way you want to and your deep desire, and to get rid of all of those distractions that distract you from it. Like, I mean, for me, one of them was definitely, or I don't want to say that my daily journal entries were a distraction. They helped me get here for sure, but they were becoming a distraction. And so I actually sent that, like, newsletter out this morning that I'm stopping my daily, like, Substack journal entries because they gave me what I needed, which is to start daily here, truly. And my goal was 30. I think I did 33 or 34. So I like completed my goal, and it just felt like it was time to move on. So I think I said this yesterday, that I have time to work on my book, which I'm writing, which I'm really excited about. And then show up here, you know? So yeah, that's kind of, but I'm not done with writing. I like my Substack I'm changing it to just a weekly newsletter. And I might have a tiered option where I start talking a little bit more about my journey to monetization specifically, and just YouTube stats, and getting in the nitty gritty of that as someone who obviously creates on here and has been working towards this dream this whole like time, but is really going all in on YouTube for this year. And obviously right now is a really heightened time. And also I'm thinking with the daily videos, like I think it's actually going to be really cool to look back and be like, I documented so much of my Saturn return. Like maybe I'll really cringe at that afterwards, but I don't know. People really get, there's a lot of tension around the Saturn return, but I think it really just shows you exactly what you want to do in life. So I'm really excited about it actually. And I think it's going to be cool to document and see that process unfold in real time, like just for my 80-year-old self, you know? Um, but yeah, that's what I've got today. And I hope you're having a great Sunday. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye, guys. Stay tuned.